But we have an announcement, Josh.
Oh?
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
No, you said breaking news, and I purposefully just going to stay on my Word document here and not
what else?
Twitter.
What would make me so excited right now? What would make me so excited?
Bobby?
What would make me smile so much?
Bobby?
What would make me be yelling like this?
Bobby Witt extension?
Breaking news from the Kansas City Royals. Shortstop Bobby Witt Jr. and the Kansas City Royals are in agreement on an 11-year, $288.7 million contract extension. This is official. It has been announced by the Royals.
Connor!
And it happened.
You did it! Your baby boy!
They did something good. They did something good. And they spent more than $100 million on a player for the first time ever.
This is literally unprecedented.
And I don't know what to say, Josh. I'm speechless.
There's a video.
The rumors were coming in last night that it was being talked about, but it still kind of gave me the impression that we were kind of far away. And so let me get my old calculator out here real quick. I know people don't care about this, but I'm having an emotional experience.
The present, the future, and the largest contract in franchise history.
So that would be an average if you do 11 years, 288. That's $26 million a year for one baseball player who plays for the Royals, which is completely unheard of. And all the way, so far out of the range of what I expected them to do. I thought that they would probably my entire operating thesis this time is I know how much money it's going to take. I know how much money they need to spend on him, and it probably approaches the $300 to $400 million range. But I know that they'll never do that. So what they need to do as a stopgap is probably do the little 6-year, team friendly, whatever deal, and just cut off a couple of years for his free agency. And then he leaves when he's, 28 years old in his prime. Nope. They did the full thing. And I could not be more excited. The next 11 years of my life are decided.
Connor, I am ecstatic for you.
I'm having a great time. David writes in.
Hi, David.
On Twitter. I'm assuming Connor Happer is just breaking down crying live on air right now. I do feel some emotions.
Bobby Witt Jr. has sent out a tweet.
He has.
It is the gift from Wolf of Wall Street.
I'm not bleeping leaving.
I'm not leaving.
The Royals press release. Now, odd news is we'll do the odd news the next segment or something like that. I don't know. But maybe odd news is canceled today.
Wow.
I'm not sure. This is actually perfect. Just let me talk about this for 5 minutes. So I don't get the Royals releases. But the headline of the release is Royals announced 14-year contract with Bobby Witt Jr. A 14 is more than 11.
It is.
So it's a 14-year deal with 11 of the years guaranteed. So 288, 14.
Jeff Passan.
That's just over $20 million a year. What's Jeff saying?
He's got a story. Shortstop Bobby Witt Jr. The Kansas City Royals are in agreement on an 11-year, $288.7 million contract extension. News on the monumental deal with full details, including opt-outs and a club option. Free to read at ESPN.
Okay, so it includes a club option at the end of the 11th season that would tack on 3 years and $89 million onto the contract, giving it a 14-year, $377 million ceiling. I just want people to know, the Royals have never given $100 million to anybody. I don't think we have a good understanding of how ridiculous that is, first of all. Think about it, $100 million. Shohei Ohtani is going to get $100 million for doing nothing after he's retired. Yes. Right? It's $100 million. It's no money. And relievers have gotten $100 million. Mm-hmm. They've never done it. They're scared franchise because one time they signed Gilmesh to an $88 million deal or whatever, and everyone hated it, and they spent too much money, and they sucked. And they just signed their core franchise player for the next decade and gave him the appropriate amount of money. And I am enjoying it. I like it a lot.
Now, Passon is a Kansas City honk,
He is.
and he buries this little nugget
We should get Jeff on.
in the story.
Let me call Jeff. I think Jeff's in my contacts somewhere.
Ooh, that'd be a good one. The
My name
deal,
Jeff.
the deal, which begins a monumental week for Kansas City sports that will end with the Chiefs
Oh, get out of
playing the
here. Shut up, Jeff. Jeff, you're canceled. Nobody cares about the Chiefs.
Gee, wonder if it's a Chiefs town or a Royals town.
Bobby Witt Jr.'s deal with the Royals the now working link above shows has opt-outs after the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th years of his 11-year contract. It also includes a 3-year club option that can take the total value up to 14 years and $377 million. Shout out to my guy, John Sherman. I love you. And why don't you just say this? You do the Bobby Witt Jr. extension today, and you do the stadium tomorrow, or you do the stadium this week.
It would be a monumental week for Kansas City sports.
Because every time they've said anything about the stadium, it's always been, I don't give a rat's bleep about this because the future of our franchise is not secure.
Now will allow stadium talk.
We don't have a Bobby. And now it's time to talk stadium. And now would be the time to say, hello, we have this beautiful new stadium that will be the house that Bobby built.
Oh, I like the way that sounds. That hits the ear right.
Downtown Kansas City.
The house that Bobby built.
Thank you for that screenshot. Thank you for that screenshot, Dave. I appreciate that. Dave Fight just took a screenshot of both of our reactions. So we're going like this.
Just excited
really
for
good.
you.
Really, really good. Thank you, Josh. Your hype means a lot to me.
That's your son.
Was there anything in the odd news today?
I mean, yeah, I
wasn't expecting this. I was expecting to get to the tweet because people were doing this last night and they were like, oh, well, they're in talks and they're re-talking and it's not dead, and all that stuff. And I was expecting to be triggered by all of it, really. And then they just dropped it on us. So thank you. We were going to talk about it today, but wow, we got a real life deal here.
I got celebrities at Auburn basketball games.
Yeah, give me one and then we'll take a break.
Just one?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Pick your favorite son.
Okay, I'm going to do one.
Okay.
Auburn star. Ooh, that's a name I don't know how to pronounce. Johnny Broom?
Johnny Broom?
Yeah.
That sounds like a different kind of person.
Felt someone grab his jersey as he tried to save a ball from going out of bounds during the Tigers' 91-77 win at Ole Miss on Saturday night.
And it turns out it was
Morgan Freeman. Sitting front row. I thought it was an Ole Miss fan grabbing my jersey, holding on to me. Kind of got his hand off. I saw who it was. And I'm a big movie guy. I probably watched one of his movies on the plane coming here. But I just realized it was him. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a big fan. I'm sorry. He said, just keep playing. Freeman,
now,
86.
Morgan Freeman grabbing the jersey during the game is a pretty wild move.
It is. He's an Ole Miss super fan who attends multiple games over the seasons.
And the guy almost had a real life freak out, but then realized, oh my God, I can't punch Morgan Freeman in the face.
Because he's famous and 86 years old.
That'd be a bad deal for me. So let me just gently kind of apologize. That was a funny clip.
Don't grab the jerseys of opposing players.
Yeah, no, Morgan. Now, old guys, famous old guys. This is a bad precedent to set, but kind of do whatever they'd like. Unfortunately,
we've heard
a lot of cases.
We've heard these things about Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're just happy that Morgan Freeman didn't get jacked in the face by a college basketball player. Then we would have had some real conversations. It would have been hotter than the Caitlin Clark stuff coming in a couple weeks ago when she didn't flop.
She did flop.
All right, quick timeout. I got to watch this video. I might have to go outside and grab a cigarette real quick.